despite some really good segments and really good one match on this show between JCJ and Rhea Ripley, this show fucking sucked. Again, a SmackDown even after WrestleMania is like a normalized SmackDown. This show is fucking awful. Despite the Cody Rhodes segment and JCJ being a freaking great heel and obviously getting heel heat, and a decent match for Rhea Ripley, this show still fucking sucks. On a week-to-week basis. Anyways, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Lucas E. Allen 1080 on YouTube and all audio platforms. Lucas E. Allen Show, which your WWE Friday Night Absolute Suckdown after WrestleMania, April 24, 2026 review on this podcast. As always, follow me on social media, Lucas E. Allen 1080 on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook of Lucas E. Allen 1080. Also, on today's podcast on YouTube, hit the like button to today's podcast, hit the subscribe button if you've done so already, and turn the bell for your post notifications and uploads to our YouTube channel. And always, feel free to leave a comment to get my episode, your Friday Night's Absolute Suckdown, April 24, 2026 review. Watch on Spotify, do the same thing, leave me a comment, and also a 5-star rating. Be very nice as well, to say the least. So you're in this shit show, man. Like I said, two good segments. Two good matches and one good segment. But honestly, that was your show. The two matches were women's matches. I enjoyed the most, but still. Even the Cody Rhodes promo was very freaking good, despite the short feel it had to it. I'll start with any of that, though. I'm starting with Jacob Fatu in a filler segment. I don't care how good anyone thinks this is, not very good. Jacob Fatu, fresh off his confrontation with Roman Reigns on Monday Night Raw to defend WWE World Heavyweight Champion after WrestleMania, in which he issued a open challenge in general, for the World Heavyweight Championship match at Backlash. Hit the ring to kick off the show. He recapped his confrontation only for the Usos to interrupt. Jimmy and Jay each tried to disuse Fatu from challenging Reigns, with the former suggesting that he challenge Cody Rhodes instead. The latter told him that the fans could not even give him everything that he wanted, but Reigns could. This brought out Solo Sikoa and the MFTs, with the former Bloodline enforcer trying to win the favor with his cousin by claiming that he could bring Fatu to title and his family the riches he seeks. The segment concluded with Fatu rebuffing all of them and challenging Sikoa for a match later in the night. C+, what a fucking boring ass start. People are somehow claiming this segment was good. What was so good about it? Seen Bleach Report give this an A and stuff like that. It was nothing to this. There was nothing to this. So how can you physically say to yourself it was a freaking good segment? Nothing made me care when you developed a Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa match in the main event, which ultimately led to nothing but give Fatu a win under his belt. Freaking boring, I know. C+ to your grade. So three good things on this show. Tiffany Stratton defeats Julia to win the WWE Women's United States Championship. Give us a B. Solid match, honestly. Better than the first match they had on the belt. The non-title match. I gotta be honest, why didn't this take place at WrestleMania? You can't have, Io Sky be in the show. Like I said, this the last couple weeks or so, playing up to WrestleMania. Both your women's champions going into WrestleMania 41 was Io Sky and Tiffany Stratton. Neither one made the WrestleMania card. I was more pissed about Io, but still. You have such a great star in Tiffany, though. And she can't make the WrestleMania card to win, going into as a champion, and also walking out as a champion, too. But it did be Women's Championship, maybe, as always, obviously. I don't like that. I'd rather just take place at WrestleMania, plus get the Women's United States Championship on the WrestleMania card. I do like Tiffany being a champion. Is it beneath her? Yeah, absolutely it's beneath her. But hopefully, and I mean hopefully, with the main event star holding this championship finally, I just see the championship where it needs to be, like the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Holding the same level of Becky Lynch, hopefully. I'm not holding out hope. I mean, I am holding out hope, but I just don't have much faith in this company book. Yeah, I need the champions correctly. No matter just Tiffany's strategy. They failed her once the women's championship. And this roster has gotten, granted, it's kind of a little bit better this SmackDown after WrestleMania with JC Jane, you got Fallon Henley contending for his championship, AL Influence. And you got most of the probably calls like Blake Monroe could probably get his championship. But still. I gave this a B. It was a good match. It was better than their first match, definitely. Definitely better than their first match. It ain't even freaking close. Gave us a B. Gave us a B for sure. Shout out to Tiffy winning our championship, though. No matter how terrible this championship has been booked over the years since it was introduced in 2024. It still gets a B to say at least. We're on to Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Paige and Brie Bella, the reigning defending women's tag team champions. Ends in no contest after fatal influence Jasmine Nix. Remember her? JCJ, Fallon Henley, and Lainey Reed made their official main roster debut by attacked everyone. The only thing I liked about it was that that gentleman had been a B plus for me and a B a minimum. But I gave us a B minus. I didn't care for the match at all. It's kind of short too. Obviously, you could predict that. But I like introducing a Fatal Influence trio on this main roster. They were basically the stars of the show. They got another good segment slash match later in the show too with JCJ getting incredible fucking heat, dude. I mean, just like dog level heel when he turned on his father, Rey Mysterio. I mean, damn. That one was getting booed, and you gotta love it. She's a great heel. I love JC. JC's freaking great. But this gets a B minus. The only reason I like this is because of the Fatal Influence debut, honestly. Getting some nice trio under this belt in the SmackDown Women's Division. That's probably an A++ decision in my book. Gave us a B minus, though. Nothing else more than that, honestly. You have more Fatal Influence coming later in the show with JC Jane. Now, before we move on to Cody Rhodes, the reigning defending undisputed WWE champion, hit the ring to address the fans, citing Sami Zayn's consensus label as the Golden Boy. Rhodes explained why he sported the color of the show at the Showcase of Immortals, WrestleMania, obviously, defiant in his pushback against the suggestion. With audible chants of Cody raining down from the stands, he issued a word to warn the locker room that he is not hard to find for those who want a shot at his title. He also took shots at TKO for being 0 for 3. Basically in context, where basically the drama heading into WrestleMania. 40 with The Rock, 41 with John Cena and The Rock, and 42 this year, Randy Orton and Pat McAfee. 0 for 3. I actually freaking love that line. It made me freaking laugh my ass off. This is the best thing on the show. It's the best thing on the show. It's short and simplistic. Yeah, it's not much to discuss here, but I love the freaking brilliant line against TKO. You know, I love that. Take shots from all you want is a great freaking word for me, honestly. A minus is your freaking great. I love this. I like this promo. It was short, yes, and simplistic. You had nothing lean up to it. I was explaining CM Punk at Raw this week, but still. It could be leading to a SummerSlam match you had two guys. Maybe it was WrestleMania 43 match in Saudi. Definitely see that for sure. But this promo was pretty good and short and simplistic. I understand that, but still, it gets an A minus out of me. Best thing on the show. Damian Priest and R-Truth. Oh my god. I mean, this is where this show gets a drastic downhill spiral. For these three, the worst things on the whole show this week. Damian Priest and R-Truth, the reigning defending men's tag team champions on SmackDown, defeat the MFT's Tama Tonga and JC Matoya Mighty to retain the WWE Tag Team Championships. C minus. Who fucking cares? Do you care, people? Do you seriously care about this Rivalin television match here? So I know I fucking don't. What plan does anybody freaking care? I cannot care for this match once. I didn't care for it the first time. And definitely most important, I don't care to see it another time for a rematch. Definitely do not give a shit about this. C minus is your fucking grade. Grateful it's not lower. Accompanied by the Diamond rapper Lil Yachty. Oh, great here. He's back on television. New United States champion Trick Williams made his way to the ring to a thunderous ovation, for the most part. Yachty announced that he is here to stay. Great, obviously, said nobody ever. Likening himself to Don King and Phil Jackson and labeled himself the Prophecy. Oh my god, this is freaking laughable if you ask me. The duo announced at the end the United States Championship Open Challenge, which I think is good for a heel saying that. Or rather, as Trick Williams said in general, not Lil Yachty, but whatever. To prospective opponents to find his way to Trick Williams' United States Championship. The Gingerbread Man, oh great. We go from R-Truth, this is comedy shit, to this shit. The Gingerbread Man was basically Sami Zayn, the mascot. Attacked Williams and Yachty, and with a candy cane, laid them out, and delivered a Hula Loop kid that could basically signal who it was, to the new champion, earning a chorus of brews along the way. Oh my god, man. Another C-. Are you fucking for real, dude? Seriously, are you freaking for real? This is another C- coming in the next very match now. The Gingerbread Man? Really? This shit sucks. Shall I move on? Not that it gets better from this next match, but still, want to move on? We shall move on indeed. Moving on to Danhausen. Defeats the fucking Miz. Another C-. And do you seriously care? People, I'm not joking when I say this. The 3 straight consecutive matches / segments here we get to C-. We go from R-Truth's comedy shit. Well, I mean, granted, he's a tag team champion, but still, it's a tag team title match, whatever. And you go from Trick Williams with the Gingerbread Man, Sami Zayn. And then you go to Danhausen. 3 straight times, people. How can you seriously fucking take this show seriously? I can understand this show is very good throughout the rest of the hours, but it still wasn't even that good. This shit is boring. Who cares? Oh my god, man. Danhausen and the freaking Miz. Oh, you are cursed. I wish Danhausen would curse this fucking show. Not just cursing the wrestlers, curse this freaking show into oblivion, dude. Let's just be real. Show's boring. What's not boring is this next match, though, honestly. Rhea Ripley, the reigning defending WWE Women's World Champion. Oh, Women's World Champion. Let's try it again. Rhea Ripley, the reigning defending WWE Women's Champion, just playing a Women's Champion, versus JC Jane. We got fucking a lot of heat in this promo beforehand. It's not going to discuss, but look, she is a freaking total package, though. JC Jane is freaking great. Fatal Influence is freaking good. Big fan of Fallon Henley, too. I'm not the biggest fan of Lady Ray, but I think she's not bad with the other two, JC and Fallon. Plus, gets a more tag team division on the main roster, so I guess be something decent, honestly, for that. You know, I think Fallon's just as good as JC, honestly, but still. But Rhea Ripley versus JC Jane ends in no contest, with the rest of Fatal Influence attack Ripley. And probably getting involved in the cause DQ. Very solid match, too. The amount of work and effort JC Jane has put into her in-ring work. She's always been a good wrestler in NXT. She even got even more over when she even beat Stephanie McCare for winning the NXT Women's Championship when we all thought it'd be like a token title run. No, JC Jane took this and made sure you assholes shut the hell up. Or shut the fuck up, honestly. Right there, that woman's freaking great. And this match is pretty good, too. Between this and the Cody Rhodes segment, Fatal Influence might be the stars of this freaking show. Especially for your women's division, honestly. That was a really good call for those 3 girls. And JC got so much freaking... She got a chorus of boos like you saw with Sami Zayn. But here's the difference between Sami Zayn and JC Jane now. JC's supposed to be a heel. Sami is supposed to be a babyface for now, honestly, but still. But JC is so freaking good, bro. You know, Tiffany Stratton, this obviously this on podcast, so this review, honestly, became the Women's United States Champion. I think for at least maybe like by SummerSlam at the earliest, JCJ should be added to Tiffany's reign. I mean, damn. That's the woman you want to be a Women's United States Champion. If not, she may be the women's world champion, women's champion at SmackDown in general. Went bad not last year. She is that freaking good, dude. She can work her NXT with Fatal Influence and Fallon Henley and stuff. Laney Reid. Like, they are freaking great. More importantly, Fallon and JC are great, but I think Laney Reid's okay, but still. Those three girls are definitely a great trio, if you ask me, for Friday Night SmackDown. And this is a very good match with Rhea Ripley. I gotta be honest. I wasn't expecting JC to get much offense, especially able to get a decent amount of offense. I was kind of shocked by that. I'm not underestimating JC's talent. She's freaking great, don't get me wrong. I'm just shocked Triple H actually put a lot of effort in making her look good in this match. And Rhea Ripley did her job too, making JC look good in this match too. But shout out to her. I'm a big JC Jane fan. Big fan of him. Always been before NXT Women's Championship reign, anyways. Freaking phenomenal talent she is for sure. She does a total package to be a major star in this business, let me tell you. Same thing for Fallon too, honestly. But this gets a B+ for sure. A very solid match for sure. Moving on to your main event, and no one gave a flying shit about. Where I talk about JCJ and these two matches. This match, let's say at least for main event. Looks like at the beginning of the show, Jacob Fatu challenged Solo Sikoa for a match later tonight, and obviously ended up being a main event. Jacob Fatu defeats Solo Sikoa in the main event. A big fat C. Oh my god, you start your show with a C+ with Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa and all the Usos. Then you end your show with the MFTs in a match with Jacob Fatu. At least Solo Sikoa, one of the members of MFTs. I'm no choice to give it a big fat C, dude. We got 3 C-, 1 C, and a C+. I think I can go with 1 C. I'm pretty sure at least. Go over again. Yeah, a C, 3 C-, 1 C+, and also a big fat C in the main event. When I tell you the show can be freaking boring, especially the 3 stages of matches we just had, R-Truth and Damian Priest in the MFTs. Also a Danhausen mismatch, and also a Trick Williams gingerbread man himself, Sami Zayn segment. Fucking awful television. And this match, who the fuck cares? Who would generally care to see this match? Especially main event your SmackDown show. Absolutely nobody. If you're lying, if you're saying you are freaking lying to yourself. Nobody wants to see this match main event any show, not just a Friday Night SmackDown show. After WrestleMania. This show is fucking awful. Despite with 3 good things, like Tiffany Stratton and Julia for women's U.S. title. Cody Rhodes' short promo, but that was freaking great. Best thing on the show. And JC Jane being a freaking phenomenal as she was with Fatal Influence, to say the least. But other than that, this show was freaking a regular standard SmackDown show. After WrestleMania, I say no. This should be, I'm not saying the SmackDown should after WrestleMania should be as big as the Raw after WrestleMania. Because the Raw is obviously a bigger show, and obviously the media show after WrestleMania, I get that. But SmackDown should at least be semi-good after WrestleMania. The fuck they were doing this week was beyond terrible. Minus the 3 good things we had on the show, that was basically it. This show is still freaking not good. Has it gotten better? The overall show grade say it's gotten better. But it's still not great per se. It ain't even close. Heading towards Backlash. Because as your overall show grade for Friday Night Absolute Suckdown, April 24, 2026, the SmackDown after WrestleMania, is a C+. That's not, I'm guessing it's better than what we've seen like the last couple weeks or so, going into WrestleMania, but still. Still not good, very great. He wants to be at a C+. Just what you know there, Paul Levesque. Especially in the beginning of the day, so you released about 22 wrestlers. At minimum, I think it was 22, but still. Yeah, not a good look there, Hunter, obviously. And I don't care what anybody says. I'm not even doing a podcast in itself about this. Triple H most definitely had a say in this with the releases. I said what I said. He definitely had a say. He's definitely most money. He probably got like X amount of people like amount of length he wanted to release or had to release with TKO. I'm not saying that. But to say he didn't choose like the wrestlers to release, honestly, you're out of your fucking mind. He probably got like the amount of like number to cut, probably. Yeah, probably. Maybe, but still. Don't act like he's an innocent asshole in this. He's still an idiot for doing that. I said what I said. Anyways, this overall show great for Friday Night SmackDown. We'll have a change about the releases for a bit. As your overall show grade for Friday Night SmackDown, April 24, 2026, or WrestleMania, is a C+. And that is your WWE Friday Night Absolute Smackdown, April 24, 2026, after WrestleMania review on this podcast. Thank y'all for watching. Lucas E. Allen 1080 on YouTube and all audio platforms. Lucas E. Allen Show. With your Friday Night Absolute Smackdown after WrestleMania, April 24, 2026 review on this podcast. With today being Sunday, April 26th, 2026, to say the least. Until next time, I'm trusting definitely next time. I probably tonight at some point. I want at least 2 more uploads, and it was 4:30. I'm freaking crazy thinking that, especially with my sleep schedule. I'm hoping to do like you're creating every single first round draft pick in the 2026 NFL draft. I'll be out today. And also, thinking about making an extra podcast of predicting the 2026 WWE Backlash card, to say the least. Anyways, until next time, I'm trusting definitely next time. Everybody, peace and love. I'm out here. Love y'all big time, to say the least.